Hi guys, my name's Andrea Wylan. I'm a trader success coach, and today I'm going to be talking to you about your perspective of yourself when you're in the market. And I'm going to give you a tool to help you be in a more positive state when you're trading, which equals more positive results. Okay, so this ties a little bit in with the last video I did last week on how you talk to yourself. So everyone knows what perspective means. Perspective is the way that we're looking at a situation. It doesn't mean that's the way the situation is, but it's the way that we're seeing it. So people talk about, for example, putting on rose-colored glasses, and now the world is a rosy color. Or you can put on blue-colored glasses like sunglasses, and now everything that you see is blue. We all hold our own perspectives of how we see the world and how we see different situations, and we're usually unaware of it. So this is a tool that I use a lot in coaching people, is helping them see what perspective are you in and how is that affecting what you're doing and especially how you're feeling. It's all tied together, right? So that's what perspective means, and I'd like to do a little exercise with you to help you see where you're at. So let's start with this. You might close your eyes and just see if you have an awareness of the perspective that you're in when you're trading. And what that means is when you come to the market in the morning, some people have like a knot in their stomach. They're worried about losing money. Other people are confident. There's all sorts of different ways that you can show up when you're going to start trading, and it can change throughout the day. If you make money, your perspective can shift to more confidence or happiness or whatever. It's really not easy to see what perspective you're in, so it helps to have someone on the outside be able to listen to what you're saying and help you see that. But let's just try on a few perspectives. So again, close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that, and let's just try on a couple of perspectives and see what it feels like if you're willing to do that. So, and again, when I do this with traders, I might have them come up with 6 or 8 different perspectives and then actually try them all on, which means closing their eyes and feeling them like I'm going to ask you to do that. So I'm going to just pick out a few perspectives. So let's close our eyes and think about gratitude. Think about how grateful you are that you have, if you are, that you have an ability to stay home and trade, or that you have an account that enables you some freedom or flexibility to be able to trade, even if you have a full-time job and you just have half an hour every morning. Just let yourself really feel gratitude. Think about it, feel it, come up with any thoughts that you can't. Your spouse lets you do this even though you lose money. What is it about your trading situation that you can feel grateful about? And the perspective might be, I'm lucky that I get to be a trader, or I'm lucky that I get to learn how to do this, or I'm lucky that I have a passion for this. So whatever it is for yourself, just give yourself a moment and feel the gratitude and just see what it feels like. This is a perspective. I feel grateful that I have this ability to trade to whatever extent that you do. So see if you can feel that. If you want to pause this and give yourself some time to do that, go ahead. Great. Otherwise, open your eyes and come out of it and just see what you notice. So let's take another perspective. All right, so now I want everyone to think about how scary it is to trade in the market. And now if you don't have fear, this may not work for you, but if you have some discomfort or some worry that you're going to lose money, something that you can conjure up that has to do with fear in the market, close your eyes and think about that now. Whatever that is for you. I could lose money, I could go out of control, I don't trust myself, something that's fear-based that feels uncomfortable, and see if you can just conjure that up, just for the exercise of being in that perspective. Trading is scary. Take a moment to do that. You can even pause the tape and come back if you want. Okay, great. So what I would invite that you do at home with these perspectives is to come up with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 perspectives, whether they're true or not. You're just stretching your consciousness and your ability to try on different ways of thinking and being in regards to your trading. And think about some perspectives that you'd really like to be able to embody. So if I was going to be talking to you one-on-one and I said to you, how would you like to show up in the market every day? How would you like to feel? How would you like to be seeing your experience in the market? And you might say, well, I'd like to be really calm and confident and be able to follow a plan and not have fears and just really sit back and wait for 1 or 2 great trades and just be able to take those, right? That's a perspective. So my invitation for you is to spend a little bit of time exploring what some of these perspectives might be, positive and negative, and then just giving yourself a moment to experience them. And in the end, when you're done with all of this, choose a perspective that you would like to embody as a trader. And it might be something that you are nowhere close to. Like your trading might be a mess and you might be feeling addicted and feeling like you're gambling and all over the place, and still come up with a perspective that feels like it's what you want. Okay? And then my invitation is to write that down before you go trade in the morning. Sit and put yourself in that place. So how do you do that? You do what you just did. You try it on. You think thoughts that let you feel like you're in that space. And if your thoughts come in and they're negative and they're scary, you notice them and you say, oh, those thoughts do not support this perspective that I just created. So that's how this video ties into last week's video, because last week I was talking about how important it is that you're kind to yourself. Absolutely the number one, in my mind, indicator whether you're going to be successful or not is the way that you're talking to yourself. So this is a little bit of a bigger picture than how you're talking to yourself. It's the perspective that you're in, the way that you're seeing yourself in the market. You can do this going to the grocery, going to a party. If you're socially shy, for example, and you're going to a party and you're uncomfortable, you can think of, what perspective do I want to be in when I go into this party? Or if you're going for a business meeting, are you going to go ask for a raise? When I work with clients on situations like that and we talk through how they're going to get through those types of situations as calmly and powerfully as they can, one of my questions would be, what state do you want to be in? What perspective do you want to come from when you go into that situation? So now we're doing it looking at the market, right? So that's my invitation, and this is a very short overview, but if you can pull together a few perspectives and try them on and get clear about how you want to be in the market, and then try going into the market that way. And even if you go out of control or you have a loss or something bad happens, pull yourself back. If something bad happens and you go out of control, you probably should stop trading, but feel free to use that perspective over and over during the day. Just think about it and see if you can change the thoughts in your mind to bring yourself back to that perspective. I hope this makes sense. Please feel free to write questions or comments below, and I will answer those if I see some. And see if you can start to open up possibilities for coming to the market in a different way. Your perspective has a lot to do with how you show up, and it has a lot to do with how you end up feeling. So if you can have a much more positive perspective, your feelings will be better, and that will support you in sticking with your plan. It can take a lot of work to notice what those thoughts and feelings are and to change them. And that's my invitation, is to put some of your time and focus and energy in your trading work into yourself and your mindset and having an awareness of what's happening inside your head and not just what's happening in the market. Because what's happening inside your head in the long run is going to be more important than your trading and your charts and your strategies, because it's going to dictate how you show up. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching. And again, if you are interested in talking with me one-on-one, I offer a free session, and I'm happy to talk with you about what's going on in your trading. See you next time.